Hi, 7th grade. So today I'm going to do a little synopsis of what we went over for our first day. So I'm in one of the Google Classrooms. This is my section 7.2, but it's all of the same stuff in all of the different sections. So I just wanted to do a little overview of that and give you a reminder of what's due for homework for this coming week. All right. So if you're in my 1, 2, 3 classes, your homework is due on the 17th. And if you're in my 4 and 5 classes, homework is due on the 18th. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just give you a little tour of Google Classroom here. You'll notice that I don't really have anything in the stream. Okay, I'm trying to keep it kind of clutter-free for you, so there's not too much there. There might be some announcements, but all of the classwork is going to be here in the classwork section. So let's just take a quick tour and look at some of the materials. Some of this we'll go into, some we'll just preview real quick. So the first thing is my website. If you go to my website, it'll open up. And here's the home page. I'll have to fix that link. Right, and it just has all the basic info for my class. How to email me, how to get to PowerSchool, Google Classroom, all of that. The next thing is units of study. So this shows what we're going to be learning about throughout the course of the year. And we really continue what was going on in Mrs. May's class. And in Mrs. May's class, you learned all about early man, learned about Mesopotamia, Egypt, and a couple of other civilizations as well. In WGAC 2, we really continue that. So we're going to be learning about early Indian civilization. So we'll be looking at India and Pakistan. That includes looking at Buddhism and Hinduism. Then we'll go over to East Asia, which means looking at China. We'll also take a look at Japan and Korea as well, which is right here. Looking at Southeast Asia and Oceania, this is kind of an area that we were able to hit a little bit last year, but because of everything that went on, we weren't really able to give it the time that it needed. But I would like to be able to look at places like Australia and New Zealand. It's on my list, and I would love to be able to look at it. Finally is looking at Europe, and that includes looking at 2 very important civilizations, which are ancient and classical Greece, and of course also ancient and classical Rome. So looking at the Republic of Rome and eventually the Empire of Rome. So that's just an overview of my website. Next up is the Google Meet expectations. These I've put up at the beginning of class so that you can see them. Feel free to come back and look at them. All of your 7th grade teachers pretty much have the same expectations, just in a different way. Things like being on time, being in a quiet place, being prepared, participating, all of that. I think that it all is kind of logical stuff and makes sense. We just need to remind ourselves of it. Next thing is, and we'll get more into this later, I won't click on it yet today, is the History Alive textbook and the Nystrom Desk Atlas. Those are just some copies of it. I'm going to also show you how to get into the History Alive resources, which is called TCI. We'll get into that just a little bit. Next thing is my YouTube channel. All of the videos that I put up are connected through my YouTube channel so that you can see them anytime. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, and we'll be taking a look at some of the videos that are connected there. Next up is your A and B schedule. So on A days, you're going to have 7.1, 7.2, and 7.3. And then you'll have 7.4 and 7.5 in the afternoons for review. And then for B schedule, you're going to have 7.4 related arts in the morning and 7.5. And then you'll have your 7.1, 7.2, and 7.3 in the afternoon. We'll get it. It'll be a change, but we'll get it. Okay. And then finally is the info sheet. So this has really all of the basic information for my class. All right, so World G&H at Civ 2 with Mr. Peugeot, all my contact info, has an introduction as well, some apps and different things that you can download, what are our course goals, how are things graded, and my expectations as well. All right, so those are kind of the basic items for my class. More specifically, let's talk a little bit about what our goal is for today and what we're going to be trying to achieve. So each week, I'm going to split everything up into weekly sections. And this is our weekly overview. So Wednesday through Friday, week 1, our big idea is that building strong relationships between teachers and students is important. Let's get to know one another. So I'd really like to learn about your interests, your personality traits, and learning styles. And of course, you're going to get to know me a little bit as well. I have some resources here for you, including some links, some of the same stuff that's on my Google Classroom page, but other avenues to get it. This video right here is how to create a virtual locker. And I also have my Flipgrid video as well. So we'll get into that. Assignments. So these are your assignments for this week. One of your assignments is your Flipgrid video response, which I'm going to show you how to do that. And I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the About Me survey with you too. We're going to hold off on the virtual locker. I will make a separate video for that because 7.1, 7.2, and 7.3 will be getting that this week, and 7.4 and 7.5 will be introduced to it next week. This is probably the most important thing to take a look at is the due dates down here, because what they have is everything that you need to do for your class. So if you're in my 7.1, 7.2, and 7.3 class, you have your Flipgrid video response and About Me survey due by the end of the day. And end of the day means before midnight the next day, Thursday, 9/17. And if you're in my 7.4 and 7.5 class, your Flipgrid video response and About Me survey is due on Friday by the end of the day. So turn it in before the weekend. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have to do. So the first thing we need to do is our Flipgrid video response. Okay, and it says, do not begin this activity until we've met as a class on Google Meet. So since you're viewing this now, feel free to start it up. It says to click on the link and join my Flipgrid class, then choose the Hello 7th grade topic. You can record right through your computer or a Chromebook. You can also download the Flipgrid app on your phone and record your response. So if you click on this, you'll have to join this class. Okay, and you would join with Google. Okay. And then when you do that, I'm going to go in on my end here, and I'll show you what it ends up looking like. Ooh. Okay, so those are all the classes. This is what it looks on my end, but it won't. This is kind of what it will look like on your end. You're going to want to click on right here, Hello 7th grade. Okay. So what we have here is a video, and I've just a couple weeks ago, I made a short video to introduce myself to you. And you can read here. It's basically the same thing that's in the video. What I'd really like you to do is start off the year by introducing yourselves to me a little bit. Right? It's a really good opportunity to get out the jitters of being on camera. And what's kind of cool about this is you can record right through your computer or Chromebook, and you can also use your phone. So to do this, all you have to do is click on Record a Response. When you click on that, you'll get the option to do your response. And I've set it so that it's a 2-minute max. Okay. Let's go back. All right, so it's a 2-minute max on the video. So a couple of things about the video. If you're uncomfortable being on camera, that's perfectly fine. If you just want to show me, a couple of things about yourself, show me your room, your house, your pets. Sometimes pets are easier to get on camera than yourself. It's really just about me learning a little bit more about you. So please don't be nervous. No one else is going to see these videos. It's just me that's just going to see them. So feel free to be yourself and show me a little bit about yourself. Okay, so that's Flipgrid, and you'll just have to do a response for that. Okay, so your next thing is your About Me survey. This is pretty straightforward. So again, don't begin this activity. It'll always say that. But since you're watching this, you're good to go. Please answer the following questions and let me know who you are. These answers will not be shared with other students, just like your Flipgrids won't be shared. So feel free to be completely honest and give lots of details. So when you open up the About Me, okay, it's going to open up. It'll have your email address up here, and you're going to fill in your answers. Now, the questions, there's some pretty basic stuff, but then I start asking, questions about you, questions about things that you like, things that are your favorite food, what kind of subjects do you like. I really just want to take out some time to kind of get to know you. Personally, my favorite question is the end question, which is, if you could have one superpower, what would it be? And would you use it for good or evil? And that's the About Me survey. Please give lots of detailed answers. Would love to read what you have to say. Try to limit your 1 or 2 word answers. This really gives me some good insight to you. And being that we're a little bit more remote now, it's good to be able to learn more about you. All right, and that's pretty straightforward, the About Me. Okay. All right, so we went over the weekly overview, we went over the Flipgrid, we went over the About Me survey. Just as a reminder, the Google Meet link is posted here. I'm going to do my best to change it into the different weeks. I'm going to categorize everything by weeks, but you can always go back to this Google Meet link. It never changes, and you'll be good to go. For now, disregard the TCI student login. I'm going to be going over that at a later date. I don't want to overwhelm you with information. Plus, we don't need it all quite yet. So we'll go over the TCI student login a little bit later. So if you have any questions on anything that I've gone over with you, feel free to send me an email and let me know if you're having trouble with anything. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. All right. Have a great day.